Hello everybody, this is JT Productions and welcome back to another preview and prediction video. Today I'm going to be previewing the ACC Championship between the 10-2 Clemson Tigers and the 9-3 North Carolina Tar Heels. This is the first time North Carolina's made it to the conference championship since 2015, where they played Clemson in that game. So let's preview what I think is going to happen. This game is going to take place in Charlotte, North Carolina, and it's going to come on at 8 o'clock on, I believe, ESPN. Clemson's favored by 7.5. And speaking of Clemson, let's preview them. They have two notable losses, of course, at Notre Dame, 35-14, and their first home loss since 2016. This one against South Carolina, 31-30 last week, pretty much dashing their playoff hopes. And it was against their hated rival. Oh, how sweet it is. They have two notable wins, really. It was pretty difficult to narrow these down, but I did. Florida State, they beat them 34-28, and NC State, 30-20 earlier in the season. DJ Uiagalelei this year, he's been better than he was last year, but still not what they wanted, not what they had in 2020. He has 2,511 passing yards, 62.4 completion percentage, 22 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, with 545 rushing yards, 7 touchdowns. Will Shipley has been their saving grace on offense. He has over 1,000 yards rushing with 14 touchdowns. Antonio Williams leads the team in receiving with 523 yards and 4 touchdowns. Myles Murphy leads the team in sacks with 6.5. And R.J. Mickens leads the team in interceptions with 3. I don't know what's going on with Clemson. I think it's similar to the Alabama situation. Their offensive line has gotten better this year, but I think it's more of the coordinators that are sort of screwing everything up. Now, I'm not a head coach. I'm not even affiliated with the Clemson program. But I don't know. I'll give them another year, but I just don't know about these coordinators. You saw what Wake Forest did to y'all on defense. I mean, I get it. It's hard to replace Brent Venables, who's a generational defensive talent, or defensive coordinator, but, Anyways, let's move on to your opponent. The Tar Heels of North Carolina. Well, this came out of nowhere. North Carolina started out the season pretty good. You had some doubts after they had a boat race with Appalachian State. But they came around. They have 3 sort of head-scratching losses. They lost to Notre Dame, 45-32. They lost to Georgia Tech at home, no less, 21-17, I believe, and then lost in double overtime to NC State, 30-27. Now, they don't have any spectacular notable wins. They did beat Wake Forest, 36-34. They beat Duke, 38-35, and Pitt, 42-24. The bright spot for North Carolina, the player that's been carrying you all season, is your freshman quarterback, Drake May, who has 3,847 passing yards, 67.7 complete percentage, and 35 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. If the Heisman was just based on stats, he would have won it. He also has 629 rushing yards and 6 touchdowns. And who knows, he may still win it. He definitely is going to get an invitation to New York, in my opinion. Their running game, they have Elijah Green, who has 443 rushing yards and 8 touchdowns. And then receiving, you have Josh Downs, who had 929 receiving yards and 11 touchdowns. On defense, which has been abysmal all season, Kamon Rucker has 2.5 sacks, which leads the team, and Storm Duck, who leads the team with 3 interceptions. So, what do I think's going to happen? Well, I just think Clemson's going to beat them in a blowout. I think Clemson's going to win this game soundly. I don't think North Carolina's going to be able to stop them, and I don't think North Carolina's going to be able to score enough. So, give me Clemson in the 7.5, and it's going to be a Tiger win in the ACC Championship. So there you go. I hope you all enjoyed this little series talking about the conference championship games. I'll probably do some more of these when we get to the playoffs. And if you haven't heard already, by 2024, we're going to a 12-team playoff cycle. Cycle. So, excuse me. So, that means a lot more teams are going to get some playoff experience. There's going to be a lot more new teams in the playoffs, and it's going to be a good thing. So, I hope y'all have a good day, and go Dogs.